What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. We got some exciting news today. You guys can probably already see it behind me, but we ended up getting a new daily. We do still have the R1 in case you guys are wondering. We didn't get rid of that yet, but I did get a new daily. She is a manual. She's slow, but she's a lot of fun, and this is it. It's gonna be a 2001 E46 325i. Not the fastest, but it's a lot of fun, and I needed a daily, so this is what we got. We ended up picking this up for about $5,000, all said and done. Crazy good interior. Exterior is flawless, no paint issues. Paint is honestly pristine. Interior is pristine. I'm super stoked. It runs and drives very good. From what I've seen, I think I got a pretty good deal. I've seen people say I did, I've seen people say I didn't, but I guess we'll just leave that up to you guys as the viewer. Leave your comment down below if you guys think that I got a good deal or not. Now, it's not a coupe, but it is what it is. A lot of the coupes that on Facebook Marketplace, usually for one, they're getting drifted. They're the more popular ones, so they usually have higher mileage and they're a little bit more expensive. But I don't know, I'm a sedan person. I've always liked sedans, even with the M3s. Like, I always prefer sedans over M4. But here she is in all its glory. We got that, I believe it's Alpine white, and we have the tan interior, which honestly, I'm usually not a fan of the tan, but in this case, I think it looks really good. It gives it classic, timeless elegance to the car, and interior is in really good condition. There's one rip, which I'll show you, which I will probably end up just stitching myself, because I don't need it to be perfect. It's better than, anything will be better than just having a rip. I do have one red NRG bucket seat though, which I could put in the car, but I'd want to do it if I had to, because I do not like when people just do driver's side and leave the passenger. I think it's an ugly look. So if I were to do buckets, I would definitely do passenger and driver's seat, but let me know if you guys would like to see that. I don't know how I feel about red buckets with tan interior. Excuse all my shit. I ended up, got my Alani, always got to be strapped, got my water there. This is one thing we did add. The old steering wheel is just so outdated and super ugly. So I ended up picking up this E46 M3 wheel. It's wrapped in Alcantara, which I really like. I think it looks super good. It feels super good in the hand. This wheel is just a far superior wheel. And there's the manual. So I already ended up replacing the shift boot and the e-brake boot. If you can tell, it's black leather with the M colors. And I already do have a new shifter coming. I had a different one. It was a taller shifter, which I didn't really prefer. So I ended up getting an M3 shifter, or it's like the M Performance shifter. It's a knockoff one because I don't want to pay $200 for the real one. So that one should be coming in pretty soon, and it's going to be black leather with the M stitching as well. So I think that's going to match really cool. Now the guy did provide these all-weather mats, which if you can tell, they aren't a perfect fit. So I ended up ordering some E46 mats as well, because this is just annoying and it gets stuck on the throttle right there, the gas pedal. So we'll end up replacing those. So clearly, as you can see, the car is not stock. There's a few modifications, which I'm honestly super stoked about because it's perfect. I don't really need to do much more to the car than what's already done, because I think it sits right, it looks good, and it's still drivable. So that's the most important part, that it's still drivable. Anyways, this is gonna have the RPF1 wheels, as you can see right there. Tires are fairly new, they only have 500 miles on them. This is lowered on Speedworks coilovers. It has a MagnaFlow muffler. We have the bike rack, which is always a cool addition. I don't have a bike, but whatever, I could probably use that for my snowboard. I wanna say that's it. It has had like differential bushings redone and a few other things underneath the car. But as far as looks go, that's gonna be basically all it is for the aesthetics of the car. I think she looks phenomenal. As you can see, I know it's a camera, but paint is in great condition. Just need to really wash the car. No cracks in the windshield. Tires are good. Wheels are looking good. If you go inside the car, everything's pretty good. I could wash this, get it brighten up a little bit better. So here's the one rip I was talking about. It's nothing crazy, so I might just end up stitching this myself. Oh, the other modification is it has this, I don't know if I pronounced it right, Eonin head unit. It's touchscreen, Bluetooth, has Apple CarPlay, all that good stuff. I ended up adding this phone mount because you always need a phone mount, because there's literally no room in this car. That's the only thing that sucks. There's no room to put your stuff, but nothing a phone mount doesn't change, and your glove box is always there for anything else that you can't fit. Right next to the airport, so that's always fun. You can always watch planes take off. If you guys were wondering, we're at this believe abandoned car wash. I don't know what this is. It's a car wash, clearly. I guess it's just been abandoned. Makes for a cool little video spot. So I'm super stoked. Like I said, this is my new daily. We do still have the R1, so don't be afraid. This is just gonna be another addition to the channel. Got the slow car, fast bike. It makes for a good duo. I'm not too sure, you know, what I'll be using this for. Besides the daily, maybe we can make some install videos, like doing oil changes, replacing spark plugs, ignition coils, all that good stuff. Whatever kind of repairs, maintenance we can do. We can go to car events, car shows, Beamer Fest, whatever it is. You guys let me know down in the comments below. I'm always curious to hear what you guys have to say. And because I'm new to the E46 community, if you guys have anything, any links, any threads, forums, events, whatever it is that I might be interested in, let me know down in the comments below as well. I think the only thing next that we have to do is honestly just go take it for a drive. So let's go ahead and do that now. Always got to be strapped to the Alanis. So in case I already didn't tell you guys, it is the 5-speed manual. And honestly, these cars are a lot of fun. They're not the fastest cars by any means, but they corner absolutely amazing. And I see why they're such popular cars. We did already go ahead and change out spark plugs and ignition coils. I am getting one misfire still, so I'm probably gonna have to go check the ignition coil and the spark plug, make sure they're seating right. Besides that, I do have to replace a thermostat, which I already got in the mail. I'll be doing that this weekend. And the biggest problem with these cars that I've seen is the fact that they need their cooling systems replaced. Those tend to go bad. And good thing for me is this cooling system was replaced about 10,000 miles ago. Besides thermostat and spark plugs, those are the only two things I had to fix and replace, which isn't a huge deal. Although this has a muffler, it's really not that loud. So that's the only thing. I wish it was kind of a bit louder. I don't really know exhaust setups for these cars, so I don't know which would be the best way to go. I'm just using my phone mount, so it's not the best angle, but bear with me. God, I love manuals. They're so much more fun to drive. Something about cornering on these cars, they feel so good. So all in all, I think this is a really good pick. I'm super stoked in the car. It'll be a nice little daily but slash project car. Parts are relatively cheap. I understand that as long as you're doing your own maintenance, they're not the worst. Take that with a grain of salt, because there's people that say they're maintenance nightmares, and there's other people that say as long as you do your own maintenance, they're easy cars. And from everything that I've seen, parts are cheap and they're very simple cars to work on. But we won't really know until we have to do major things, I assume. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But let me know what you guys think down below. Give me some recommendations on the things that I should do. I'm trying to make this last, you know, I know it has 155,000 miles. So as long as I can get it to last another 50 to 100,000 miles, I think it's a great deal for $5,000. I'm not looking to thrash the car. I'm not going to be drifting the car. We're not going to be adding a turbo kit to the car. Whatever I can do preventative wise to maintain this long lasting, make sure it drives well, it starts up every day, I don't have issues, then that's all I really care for. Like I said, aesthetically, it already pleases me. Very minor things that I would change, but I love this car so far. I'm a big fan. And honestly, I feel like this is a very timeless car. This car is now, what, 22 years old? We're in 2023, so it's a 2001, so it's a 22-year-old car, and it holds up. A lot of people say these are timeless cars, and there's a whole group of people that are E46 enthusiasts that say this is the last generation of when BMW actually cared about design, and before they started adding a bunch of screens and all this stuff. And I have to agree, as far as interior wise and most of their designs, everything after this kind of fell short for me. The exteriors were really well, and then the interior is just like, they just fell off, especially when they started, you know, adding technology before the first generation of technology, before they could actually get it down. And new gens like G82 M3s and stuff, like the tech's there, they've spent their time and effort. But E90s, man, the tech back then was just so dog shit. So coming from a car like this where everything's so analog and buttons, given the exception that I do have a touch screen in here, which I think modernizes the car very well. And the good thing about this is, given its aftermarket, technology can look very outdated very quick, and that's kind of the issue with cars is the next generation, the last generation already looks old, and it's mostly because of the tech in it. At least with this, I could just replace it fairly simple. But going back to my point is I understand why there's, you know, such a big group of people that are just such big enthusiasts for this generation of you. I'm a huge fan now, and they got my heart. I get it. I 100% understand now. Not the fastest cars. They corner amazing, they look amazing, they're timeless. They hold up to today's cars. There's a lot of cars that this still looks better than. And the short time I've owned it, I've had it for about two weeks now. Already been complimented quite a bit on this car, which definitely makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I picked a good one, because there are a lot of these that are trashed, and it's kind of hard. It's like finding a needle in a haystack, you know, find one that's, I would say, in very good condition. So going off that, if you guys like this video, make sure to hit that like button. And make sure to subscribe down below if you guys like motorcycle content, car content. And if you guys have any recommendations on anything regarding the fanatics, BMW groups, BMW forums, whatever it is, the E46, tips, tricks, parts, whatever, let me know down below. I'm always curious to hear what you guys have to say. And going off that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully we'll have one pretty soon, maybe this weekend when I check the car and replace the thermostat. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, I appreciate you guys all, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.